the East Blue Five is quite easily the most popular group within the Straw Hat Pirates in One Piece. Essentially, the East Blue Five refers to 5 characters who hail from the East Blue, which includes the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates, Luffy, the first member of the crew, Zoro, the navigator of the crew, Nami, the sniper Usopp, and the cook of the ship, Sanji. These are the only 5 individuals who hail from the East Blue, and they were essentially the core of the Straw Hat Pirates heading into the Grand Line. Of course, the Straw Hats were joined by many other intriguing individuals, like Chopper, Robin, and of course, later down the line, Frankie, Brook, and Jinbei as well. However, the East Blue Five are special in many ways and, in the eyes of Oda, are likely to receive more shine than the others. It appears that in the Elbaf arc, the East Blue Five is going to be even more special, and that Oda has massive plans for them going forward. How the East Blue Five form the core of One Piece. The East Blue Five form the core of One Piece in many ways. Naturally, this group includes the captain of the Straw Hat Pirates and the protagonist of the series, Luffy. Luffy is the person who starts everything in One Piece by consuming the Gomu Gomu no Mi and, later, setting sail to create his own pirate crew. He comes across Zoro, who is another part of the East Blue Five, and, quite easily, one of the major characters that Oda loves to drive the plot forward using. Zoro has his own goal of being the world's greatest swordsman. However, at the same time, he also wants to help Luffy become the Pirates King. In many ways, Zoro's desire to make Luffy the Pirate King is even greater than his own desire to be the world's greatest swordsman, which is, in simple words, self-sacrifice. Then, there is Nami, who wants to draw the map of the entire world, which is directly connected to Luffy's dream of claiming the One Piece. Nami also wants to make Luffy the Pirate King, just like every other member of the Straw Hat Pirates. She is, in many ways, the heroine of the series, which sets her apart from many other characters of the crew. Usopp is certainly an interesting addition, and while he might not be strong like Luffy and Zoro, he represents normal humans, just like Nami. Through Usopp, Oda often plays with the ideas of bravery, loyalty, and, of course in the midst of battle, wit and keen intellect. In terms of dreams, however, Usopp wants to be a brave warrior of the sea and overcome his own weakness. Usopp might not be directly connected to the One Piece, but his desire to make Luffy the Pirate King and fight for him by putting his life on the line despite being a coward is certainly an exciting dynamic that Oda has taken into consideration on many occasions. Finally, there is Sanji. It can be said that out of all the other members of the East Blue Five, Sanji is the one who connects with Luffy the most in terms of dreams. Sanji wants to find the All Blue, which is a mysterious ocean where all the oceans in the world connect and fish from these oceans can be found. The All Blue is mysterious, and in many ways, this dream to find and locate this ocean is even more mysterious than claiming the One Piece. Of course, claiming the One Piece will give a person more infamy, and at the same time, is bigger just by the magnitude of the history that it carries in regards to the Void Century. But in terms of enigma and mystery, the All Blue is even greater in the sense that no one has ever located it in centuries. Quite easily, one can come to the conclusion that the All Blue is directly related to the One Piece itself, and Sanji's dream is connected to that of Luffy. At the same time, Sanji serves as a chef of the Straw Hat Pirates, but even more than that, one of the wings of the Pirate King without whom Luffy cannot fulfill his dream. As he claimed himself in the whole Cake Island arc, Oda's decision to separate the East Blue Five from the rest of the crew, Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, Nami, and Usopp separated from the others at the beginning of the Elbaf arc, Oda decided to split up the Straw Hat Pirates. This wasn't a surprise to any fan. Oda often splits up the pirate crew because it allows him to focus on specific groups more easily without having a massive group, where only some receive attention, and others are pushed to the background. It is also very difficult for any author to juggle multiple characters in the same location, which is why splitting them up and then focusing on them separately at different times is the better way to go. Oda often does this while thinking of interesting strategies that he has to employ to drive the plot forward in the way that he wants. Interestingly enough, Oda separated the East Blue Five from the remaining members of the Straw Hat Pirates at the beginning of Elbaf. The East Blue Five were found in the Big Stein Castle, which was a giant structure within a Lego city at a mysterious place. There, the East Blue Five fought against a giant cat and reassembled as a powerful force which was dead set on exploring this Lego city, which they assumed to be in Elbaf. Later on, they reunited with Chopper, but the fact that it was just the East Blue 5 that Oda focused on in this particular segment of the story certainly meant that he was leaning towards giving these 5 special importance in this particular arc. In fact, in One Piece chapter 1128, it was clear for the fans to see that Oda wanted to highlight the dynamics of the East Blue 5 in interesting ways. For instance, Luffy's thirst for adventure, Usopp and Nami's reluctance to let him explore, Sanji and Zoro's bickering, and the former's admiration for Nami were all focused on in exciting ways in One Piece chapter 1128. It almost felt like Oda was trying to paint a similar picture to before the Straw Hat Pirates even entered the Grand Line. It is safe to say that Oda succeeded in creating a similar atmosphere, but, later down the line, these individuals broke out of the fake world created by the Sun God and found Chopper, who has now rejoined with them. Regardless, it is clear to see that Oda has interesting plans for the East Blue 5, which he will most definitely elaborate upon later down the line.